In this video, you will learn that how you can use Remix ID to test your smart contract, to write your smart contract, to deploy your smart contract. What are the Web3 provider Remix ID provide you, which you can use to connect with different blockchains, whether you want to use injected provider, whether you want to use MetaMask, Ganache, Hardhat, localhost, all the providers you will find in this Remix ID so you can test your smart contract. In this video, I'm going to give you a complete overview and what are the setups you have to do to be on my footstep to continue in this code. Okay, so make sure you open your Remix ID in your browser. So here I've opened the Remix ID in my browser, and the very first thing you have noticed this scam alert. Okay, so don't need to share any important credential with anyone else. Don't get into trap of liquidity and pools. So they have given some tips which you can follow to make it secure your account. Okay, and here you will find some feature plugin which you can use to write your smart contract. So we have Solidity, we have StakeNet, and bunch of plugin we have. We're going to explore each one of that. From here you can easily able to create a new file, new folder, and you can connect to localhost. Okay, so if you want to use your localhost browser to create a test your contract, you can do that. And if you have any confusion about Remix ID or any particular feature which Remix ID provide, you can simply visit their documentation. You can easily able to visit the channel and some feature website if you want to take the reference of that. Okay, and from here you can easily able to import any file or any libraries. So we have GitHub, IPFS, HTTP, RPC, URL. Okay, so they have bunch of options. We're going to explore this. Okay, and here we have our terminal. So all the contract will deploy, all the transactions logs, that's all we can able to find right up here. Okay, so we're going to see this in basic overview of this home page. Now on the right hand side you will find that we have our workspace. Okay, so if you click on this, here you will find different workspace. So if you want to create a new workspace, you can create. If you want to connect with the local host, you can do that. If you want to go with the default, you can do that. So make sure you go with the new, create new one. Okay, and here you have to give the name. You can pick that what you want. You want blank, open zipling, ERC21, ERC7021, ERC5050. So okay, here you will have bunch of options which comes with supportive template which you can use it. Okay, and here you can give the name whatever you want. Okay, so I'll say SOLIDITY authority course. Okay, because all the codes we're going to write in this. Okay, so here you can see we got our project workspace ready. This is the name we have given. Let me close all this open folder, and that's the script. So if you want to test the contract, you can do it right up here, which we're going to do. From here you can do the editing from delete, and if you want to import any file from the workspace, you can do that. From deployment you can do that, and you can simply copy it. Okay, you can simply copy a URL from the GitHub and you can paste and you can import the entire file here. Okay, so that's how you can create your basic workspace. Okay, so if you click here, you will come back to your workspace. If you click on this, from here you can do the basic settings like file extension and what are the things you need to exclude. Okay, here you will have important. So this is the very important thing. Here you will find all the Solidity compiler version. Okay, and that's very important. Make sure you should always use the latest Solidity compiler version. And but if you have any previous code, suppose you have got any smart contract which is written in previous version, so make sure to come and simply change the compiler version as well, because by default it will select this. But if you using different compiler version and you have in different in your smart contract, and if you're using this, that will throw an error. Okay, so make sure you can easily able to change your compiler version from here. We're going to do time to time. Okay, and make sure to make it on auto compile, so whenever you will write, it will automatically compile and save, and you don't need to do anything here. Okay, from here you can easily able to do the important setups. Okay, let me expand this and let me show you what we have here. So here the environment we're going to use is this Remix VM London. You can use this Berlin, and here you will have all the providers. So we have injected provider, we have Hardhat provider, we have Ganache, we have boundary provider, Connect Wallet. So we have all these provider. We can use it to test our smart contract. Okay, so if you want to use Hardhat, which I have used a lot in my previous NFT marketplace project, so if you haven't watched that, I'll link the complete tutorial so you can follow that. Okay, so we're going to use each of these provider in detail, but we'll start with this normal Remix ID provider London one. Okay, and from here you will have to pick your account. So Remix ID provide you close to 10 account, and each account contain 100 fake ether. So we're going to use each of this account to switch between the accounts and do the testing of our contract. From here you can easily able to set the limits in your contract. Okay, so whenever you want to have a limit in a function, like this much gas fee you're going to pay for calling the function, so you can set the limit for that as well. From here you have multiple currency, which is in ether. This is way is the lowest, gwei is the uppest, and then Feni, and then we have the ether. Okay, so we're going to do all the transaction in terms of ether, so make sure you select this ether, and from here we can easily able to take it up and down. Okay, and here we're going to have a contract, so when we're going to compile it, we're going to use it at dot, and here you will find all the transaction log. You don't need to worry about this, and here you will find the deployed contract. Okay, and from here you can easily able to do the debugging. Okay, and that's the very important feature, because this tool will allow you to see that what data you have in which function at the time of deployment and when you are calling the function, so you can easily step by step navigate to the entire function and you can check the value. Okay, and the same thing we have done when we are building the empty marketplace API, and that I have explained that how you can check the every single value in the API and the data is flowing. Okay, so this is a very important tool which we're going to use a lot, and you don't need to worry about this. Here you can stop and run the code, which we're going to do exactly, and here you will find all the libraries. So we're going to use a couple of libraries to make our work very easy, and this is the general setup. Okay, don't need to worry about it. And that's the only thing I wanted to cover about this remix ID, because it's really powerful. If you do all the same thing in the code, we can do it very easily, but it's more time consuming, and we have this powerful tool which we can use right in the browser and test and deploy in one go. Okay, so that's the tool we're going to use a lot. When we done with the entire course with all the syntax, then we'll move to the project, and that we're going to use our code editor and do all the thing. Okay, so hope you guys have found this video valuable. You have understood that what are the things we have. If you want to find plugins, where you have to go, how to create a workspace, how to import different resources from different places like IPFS, GitHub, we're going to do that all. So hope you guys have found this video valuable. If you have still any question, and down, do leave in the comment section. And that's the only thing I want to cover in this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you the sample smart contract which I have built for the hotel industry. So we're going to have a look at that contract, that how we can write contract in the real world. So before we actually move to the syntax part, we have to have an understanding that what are the things goes into that for writing a smart contract. Okay, what are the syntax we are using. Okay, so I'm going to give you a complete overview of the contract which I have built for the hotel industry. So let's move to the next video.